Came back today, had a good practice, good physical day for a Monday morning. So we're improving. We're getting there. Came to some clarity on the quarterback position. Patrick Tolles will start, be the starter. It was a good battle. Drew did some very good things. But once again, Patrick played exceptional on Saturday. So really encouraged with his progress.
Mark, do you see a scenario where both might play?
Yeah, I do. I think Drew's earned, Patrick's the guy and he's going to play. And, he's got the reins, and you saw that last year. He'll have the same this year, same, control with the offense. But we have a lot of confidence in Drew, and I'm excited to see him play.
Where do you feel like Patrick's made the most progress?
I think he's just more comfortable. He's making good decisions. He's very making very quick decisions to where to go with the ball, and then he's delivering it on time, and he's throwing it. He's got a lot of arm talent, so he's really doing some good things.
He said the other day, going into the scrimmage, I've been 3 overtimes in the swamp. I went toe to toe with the number 1 team in the country. Nothing's gonna surprise me. How much value, if it's neck and neck with 2 guys, how much value is there in the guy that's been there and done it?
Yeah, you have to consider that. That has to be part of the your decision making, and he does have some good experience, and he did some very good things. You've heard me say that over and over, that I was very pleased with a lot of what he did last year. Not perfect, but just like our team, we need to get better around him. The nice thing is I think we're a lot better around him. I think we're much more talented, for sure. The receiver core, it's not even close to our first 2 years. We're much better and much deeper. Our running backs, all 3 of them are, have a year's experience. 2 of them are sophomores, one's a junior. Saheem did some very good things as a true freshman running back. That's another point with the scrimmage. I thought it was very nice after watching the film. You saw all of our young guys show up from time to time. By no means are they perfect. They make a lot of mistakes. They're not where they need to be all the time. But you see the ability. You see some playmakers, and that's a good thing. Westry, you've heard me talk about it, and I'm not, he did some very good things as well, and he is running with the ones right now. That doesn't mean he's going to start day 1, but he's earned the right to go out with the ones today. So we'll see where that goes.
Why for him? What's he done well
he just
enough that you're
made he made an interception, a couple, PBUs, and just he's covering better, so he's just doing some good things. Again, anytime you're playing with a true freshman, what, a week or 2 into it, 2 weeks into camp, he's got a long way to go. But he's got some ability, and he's got that size. He's 6'4", so he does more by accident sometimes.
Yeah. You have on the other side over there right now.
Cody.
Mark, you mentioned the safeties on Saturday, and AJ specifically, as a guy who appreciates good safety play.
Yeah.
What does he bring? So he showed some of that last year. What does he bring to that position? And you may even need to see a little bit more this year.
Well, like I told him, I thought, last year he went out and he just really played football. You got to have instincts. You can't teach him every single solitary thing. At some point, the guys have to go. It's between them and God at some point. You put them in position and they got to play, and then they go play. And you can't, at that position, you just have to have instincts. Like I said, we watch a lot of film and anticipate things. But at some point, you just got to be a playmaker and see what happens. Because we can't possibly rep every single solitary defense to what an offense will do in all the change-ups that you see every day. So you have to be able to apply your rules and just have the instincts and cut it loose. I thought he really did that at times last year. He had a little bit of a quiet spring, and we need to push him to make sure he goes out there again this fall and makes a bunch of plays. Darius is a guy that showed up, and Mike Edwards, that just things like they may be playing secondary run support, they may be playing a half field, they may be deep off the ball, but they're read and run pass so quick and just coming up and playing football. I mean, I'm not going to complain if they make a tackle 1 yard, with a 1 yard gain, even though they're a secondary run support player, if they're reading it that quick and playing at that level. So those are just some of the things that just, like I say, it's between, you just got to have some instincts, and you got to have some ability just to go make some plays.
You saw him making hits and the one-handed interception. That's why you brought him here.
Yeah.
And you needed that from him as a JUCO.
That's why we try to bring in all of those guys that could do that. You know, so yeah.
Are you looking for that on their highlight film, the one-handed?
I'm looking for. I tell you, yeah, I like turning on the highlight film and seeing some highlights. so yeah, I definitely like that. Yeah.
What's your injury situation now? Just you guys that have been in it.
Yeah, we have a couple things come up. Ryan Flanagan, he there's nothing major, but he's still out. He's got a shoulder injury that's taken a little bit of time, and I just found out. I think Jordan Jones is going to be out a couple weeks with an illness, with a sickness that sets us back a little bit. Other than that, I think we're pretty good shape from the scrimmage. Nothing major. A few guys nicked up, but overall pretty good. I have some other sad news that you'll probably read and know about. But Marcellus Jones, I had to dismiss from the team for violation of team rules, and he will no longer be with us. Very, very good. Very professional. You know, he knows. I believe Drew knows that it was very fair, and he had every opportunity, and he knows Patrick's playing at an extremely high level right now. And the nice thing is, what I'm seeing out of Drew, is that he's just worrying about himself. He's just getting better, and he is. He's playing the best football since he's been here by far, and he's just improving every day, and that's the attitude you want to see. He's one play away from going in there and leading our team, with an injury or something like that, so you never know what's going to happen. But I'm pleased with him and his progress.
Big knock on Patrick was his accuracy and not getting the ball to the guys so they could make a play. Is that something he dramatically increased? Can you see a difference on the field when he's playing?
I do. I see him much more accurate, and he's quicker with his decisions, and he's delivering the ball and just playing at a high level. So, yeah, I think he's improved quite a bit in that area.
How much progress he's made in sort of that happy feet area where late last season it seemed like he stopped sort of trusting his offensive line and maybe his first instinct was kind of get out and move?
Well, I think, if you really look at him last year, that's one of the things I thought. Surely there were times when he got a little too antsy, but you could hardly blame him sometimes too, But anyway, I thought he did a good job of having a good feel in the pocket and pulling it down. He really made some exceptional runs last year in some critical moments, and I think he has a really good feel for that. So, we really try not to interfere with that too much, but I do see him calmer in the pocket. And again, part of that is just style as well, and what we're doing offensively, and trying to eliminate some of that pressure just with the run game and the play action pass and getting rid of the ball quickly.
You feel like the competition benefited him?
Pardon me?
You feel like the competition
absolutely.
benefited Drew pushing him?
Absolutely, sure, yeah.
Did you tell them?
Boom is in running and conditioning. He's very close.
Dan?
Yeah.
Did you tell them individually?
I did. I told him individually. Yeah. Patrick was good. He was just the same way, probably a little more calm than he was a year ago, I guess. So, yeah. No, I didn't mess with him. No, that's right. No, I forgot about that. No, I didn't do that. No. So, I don't think it was, honestly, I mean, it was, it was close. I mean, both guys were doing some very good things, but it was, like I said, and I think you guys have heard me hint to that it was going to be very difficult to beat out Pat because he had been playing very good. And so I think Patrick realized that, and I really think Drew realized that. And again, it's no knock on Drew, because I'm very pleased with the way he's playing. Just Patrick's playing at a high level, and he does have that experience that we talked about.
Shannon said the other day that he feels comfortable going too deep in almost every position in the offense.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that at every position in the offense?
Certainly, offensively, it's nice with the wide receiver position. We're certainly deeper there. When you get just a minor injury here or there. Badet, I don't think I mentioned him. He's got a little toe again. He always, he's got a little something here or there all the time. But when he gets out there, he's playing very good. But it's nice because you really have to have that. If you're too deep and then you get one injury, all of a sudden you have three guys if you're playing four outside. So you need them. Just with practice and the competition and everything. It's a physical game. It's a physical league. But we are pleased with the progress. It's taken us some time. As you know, we've worked hard at building depth at receiver. But I really feel good about the guys we recruited for the past 3 years.
What sets Cody Flynn apart from the other guys?
Cody is just he's been steady. I mean, he's still being pushed. And we're still getting a look at a lot of guys, but Cody's played a lot of football. He's, I like Cody's fight. He's very feisty, and he scraps and he plays out there to the field. where he's got a little more space, you know, into the boundaries where you're getting the big monster wide receivers where the height disadvantage comes into play quite a bit. So it's nice to have Chris into the boundary. But Cody's just been playing some solid football.
Is he your
Mark?
best tackling corner right now? I mean, is that part of it? I mean, is he...
I'm not sure about that. I think, you know, I don't know if he's the best. I mean, they're all have their ups and their downs, but he's played a lot.
Where's your linebacker depth? You keep mentioning linebackers that are out.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
We're working it. You know, Nico's playing better. You know, hopefully we'll know something about Courtney here in the next week or so. See if we could, you know, find something out with him. But Jordan, I just found out literally a half hour ago. So.
Alan, Mark, do you think Patrick was calmer because he expected it?
Yeah, I do. I think, yeah, I do. I think he knew he was playing some very good football, you know, and he was very comfortable through this whole competition. You know, and that's what I liked about him. And that's what I told him. Just continue. Don't think you got to put any more on your shoulders now, because he was doing a good job of leading us, or is doing a good job of leading us, and he's doing a good job of just being out there and playing ball and just worrying about getting better. So I really like his attitude right now. And like I said, and that's been the nice thing with Drew. I think he's really grown a lot and really getting a lot better and just letting the game come to him, going out there and playing and not putting so much pressure on him all the time.
Folks, last one.
Good.
Does Drew have to prepare differently this year, knowing he can go in at any moment as opposed to
Yeah,
last year?
yeah, it is. It's definitely different. He has to go in there and prepare like he's a starter every day, and he's one play away. And that's what I told him. Sooner or later, he's going to walk in that stadium and get an opportunity. And what's he going to do with it? You know, how's he going to play? And I believe he'll play well.
Okay, folks, thank you.
All right, thank you. Yep.